Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you Woo Woo Wednesday, your live weekly tarot reading. This week's energy forecast is going to come from the Moon Child Tarot. I have been playing with this deck in my own personal reading, so every morning I sit down with my journal and I draw one card for myself. And I typically use my traditional Morgan Greer Tarot. It is the first deck I ever bought myself like 6 years ago. I went to go see a psychic when I had some weird spiritual awakening things happen, and I asked her, like, what do I need to know? And she said, honey, you have a gift. You need to buy some tarot cards. And the first deck I ever picked up was the Morgan Greer. So I want to know, what was your first deck? Or if you don't have a deck, I'd like to know, what is your biggest question? If you're here watching and you don't have a deck, stick around, because I will be having my self-empowerment oracle deck launching this summer. So it'd be the perfect first deck to start off with. Okay, so I am currently reading out of the Moonchild Tarot. It is a really beautiful, awesome deck. So can't wait for you guys to see how gorgeous it is. I'm going to take a moment to say hello. Hi, Nani, Erica, Jessica, Nani. Aaron, Chris refuses to call you by your real name. He always calls you Nani, so we'll just stick with that. Hey, Tina. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Hey, Cynthia. Oh my goodness. It's awesome. Where am I from? I am from Dallas, Texas. Well, north of Dallas. Okay, what else? This is already resonating with me. I love it. Let me know how you're doing this week. Where are you watching from? Is this your first time tuning in? And if you know a soul sister who would love this message, then go ahead and tag them below so that we can dive into the energy of this week. So it's kind of like cloudy and dreary over here, so I'm going to light some sage to remove any negative energy. A lot of people have been chatting with me about how this last full moon in Libra really opened the floodgates and let some stuff out that they hadn't really known that they were holding on to. So I want to know, was this full, try not to catch anything on fire. I literally caught the trash can on fire at the full moon goddess gathering last week. So I knew immediately that it was going to be an extremely powerful, cathartic experience. And the goddess gathering lasted almost an hour longer than it normally does. So I know that it was extremely healing. All right, sadly, I have been sick with the flu, migraine headaches the last 2 days. Well, use this as an opportunity to take time to heal, to slow down, to rest. It's always nice when our body forces us sometimes to slow down, because typically we know we need to slow down, but we wait until those physical ailments start to kick in before we actually allow ourselves or give ourselves that permission. So I always like to say, don't wait until the trauma to make a change. So if your body is currently nudging you to make some changes, now would be the time. All right, let me just catch up with you guys. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Clarissa. Hey, Bonnie. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. I'll take Nani over some of the other things I've been called. Oh my gosh, I say that all the time. You're so funny. We have to meet one day. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Amanda. Okay, guys, I'm going to set the intention that if you're holding on to any negative energy, anything heavy, anything that just doesn't feel good, use this time while you're here with me to be present and to give yourself that space that you need to tune into your intuition, to ask your soul, what do I need right now? What is it that I most need to feel peace? Right now, I'm feeling like a call for peace. I feel like so many of you are feeling out of sorts. And when you feel in transition, you're in the middle of change and transformation, the most beautiful place that you can find is your center of peace. So my intention today is that you all find peace. Is that resonating with you guys? Okay. All right. I'm going to shuffle from the Moonchild Tarot and see what messages we need to pay attention to this week. All right. This is a really, really cool deck. And, as I shuffle, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. If you have some area that you would like guidance on, drop that in the comments below, and just set the intention that the answers that come up today will give you the clarity you need. to move forward. Hey, Lindsay, thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Okay, so the Moon Child Tarot. So I have been reading, actually, it's funny because I've been doing a lot of information digging on different Oracle decks since I'll be launching mine this summer. And I was reading all the reviews on all the Oracle decks on Amazon. And it's so funny how particular people are about the quality and the way that it feels. I have read that a lot of people don't like matte feeling cards because they get stuck together. And it's interesting because, like I said, I'm using the Moonchild Tarot, which I have been using in my daily readings lately. And what I have noticed is that a lot of the cards do stick together. So I find that to be interesting, that that's something that people are leaving as like a negative review. So I'd love to know, what would you like to see in my Oracle deck that may be different from ones that you currently have? Pull one for me. I'm making changes. Lindsay, are you moving yet, girlfriend? It is time to move. It's time for those big changes. All right, let's see what comes up for this week, guys. I'm gonna shuffle with the, whoop, okay, cards are already falling out. Let me grab those. Oh my gosh. Okay, 2 cards just popped out. Okay, hello from Ireland. Oh my gosh, that deck has been on my wish list. It's a very beautiful deck. I love it. The guidebook is actually very inspiring. It's very colorful. Oh, 2 more cards came up. I'm telling you, it's because they stick together. There's that too. This is going to be a nice deep reading. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the guidebook. It's so colorful, which is so beautiful. I'm not used to seeing that with many guidebooks, so I've decided to make my guidebook for the self-empowerment deck super colorful, which I'm excited about. Okay, we already have 4 cards for the week, but I feel like in this 3rd position, I still need to shuffle. Okay, here we go. Yeah, like we still have to have like 3, even though we have a million cards that have popped up this week. Okay, you guys are awesome. I can't wait to see what's coming up for this week. Maybe those are all the ones who are being called. All right, you guys ready? The first card is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, check this out. This deck is so beautiful. The Knight of Wands, and this looks like the King of Pentacles. Yes, okay. So let's take a moment to decipher all the keys here. So the Knight of Wands is someone who is moving into this new idea. They're inspired by action. They are ready to take charge. They've already started that initial phase where you have this passionate idea about something. You've already started taking action towards that, and now you're being called to really think about the long term. What can you do today that will invest in your future, right? Because with the King of Pentacles, and they're paired together, the King of Pentacles is someone who is in a leadership role, who is financially stable, who is benefiting all of their community, is someone who contributes not only their wisdom, but also their wealth. So this is saying whatever idea you've been divinely inspired by, whatever passion project that you're being called to take action on right now is going to prove to be extremely successful for you. But you have to continue to stay in alignment with what you know is true for you. You have to stay passionate about the path that you're on. It's so easy to give up. It's so easy to want to quit, but you're not quite at the end of that completion. So it's time to keep moving forward, but know that whatever you're pouring all of your energy into today will be extremely successful and provide that foundation that you need in the future for not only financial stability, but also a spiritual sense of fulfillment and completion. All right, let's see. The next 2 cards come up. Awesome. I'm so glad one of these came up. Moonchild. So something different about this deck. That's why I asked if there's something awesome you guys would like to see out of my deck. Let me know, because there's no rules. So Moonchild is an extra card that she created in the deck, paired with the 7 of Pentacles. So really quick, I will show you guys the guidebook, because this Moonchild card is not in a normal tarot deck. So I'd love to see what she has to say about it. But I can tell you the 7 of Pentacles is someone who has been planting their seeds. So again, we're not at the end of our harvest, but we are working diligently towards it. And we have been planting all of those seeds. We're starting to see the rewards. But the 7 of Pentacles says keep staying patient. Oh, fucking patience, right? If you struggle with patience, you definitely want to catch the last Elevated Life video that Chris and I did on Friday, because we share what not to do when you need patience, because so many people end up doing the wrong thing when it comes to patience. Okay, let's see. Here is the Moonchild card. Okay, so like I said, out of this deck, which is really cool, she has these extra cards that aren't in a traditional tarot. So I'm going to show you guys the guidebook really quick. Oh, and we'll talk about like how it's all fun and colorful. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay. Sweet. So the Moonchild card says magic, ritual, connection, abundance, manifestation. Standing beneath the crescent moon, a Moonchild rests in the quiet contemplation, feeling the transition of the phases of a great celestial body, always in her orbit, pulling at her emotions and pushing her in creative directions. She knows she is deeply in tune with this shimmering light. So just as we talked about, if you're in a transition, most likely you get uncomfortable and fear kicks in, or impatience kicks in. And the Moonchild is reminding you that just like the moon, there are phases. And with it paired with the Seven of Pentacles, you're in a phase right now of going from, you've already done the work, you've planted the seeds, and now you're starting to reap the harvest. And so that requires new work, which might feel uncomfortable because you've been so used to, you know, got to get it off the ground, got to plant the seeds, got to do the work. And so it's going to feel really different, being able to receive and open up. We did the masculine work: plant, decide, move forward, push, pour our energy into it. And now we're being asked to step into, again, the moon is a feminine quality. We're being asked to step into our feminine side, or rather receive and flow into our feminine side, because the feminine is about opening up to receive, and what we put out there and all the seeds that we plant eventually come back. And we fuck up the cycle when we say, no, I'm not worthy of receiving. I'm not good enough. That's not meant for me. So this is saying you have planted so many seeds. So it's so important for you to be able to open up and receive when that time comes for you to I don't know, to like finally feel fulfilled, like all the work you've done is paying off. Right now, I want you to take a moment to leave in the comments below, what is it that you've been working so hard on lately? Where have you been pouring all of your energy into? Do you have a passion project that you have been working on lately? I'd love to know more about it. Big changes for me, Clarissa says. Hey, Rachel. Elizabeth says, love your hair. Thank you so much. Do you guys like my little, hold on, which way do we need to go? My little crescent moon clip. My girlfriend Sarah gave it to me. Sober Levels. Hi to Micah. It's good to see you. I was just about to tag you, Julia. You guys are awesome. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, I'm just catching up with all of your comments. Hey, Nadia. Unclouding my value. So many transitions. Okay, I'd love to know. So what passion project have you been working on? There's always a lag. So I'm going to dive into the last card for the week and see what comes up. The Six of Pentacles. So we had the Seven of Pentacles and now the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is saying that you have, okay, hold on here. Six of Pentacles. What do you want? What do you want us to know? Six of Pentacles. Because I'm asking, what's the difference? Why are we going backwards? If we have the Seven, why are we going backwards when typically we're moving forward? And the Six of Pentacles is saying, don't forget to go back and make sure that the seeds that you planted are ones that feel good for you. This is a card of charity. This is a card of making sure that when you have an abundance to give, that you're mindfully and consciously giving it into those places that feel good for you. Now, if you're on the other side of this coin, of the Six of Pentacles, then it's saying that you're in the receiving mode. You're someone who's saying, I'm not providing for myself, but I'm so grateful to have that income or that dependency on some other stream or revenue. So this is saying, find where you are on that side of the coin and decide if you have an abundance to give, then make sure you're giving it not only just of money, but of your time, of your wisdom, of your compassion and your capacity to listen to other people. And also, if you're on the receiving end and someone's providing for you, then show thanks and give thanks for that abundance that's coming in, and know that at some point you'll be able to turn the tables, and when you have an abundance to give, you'll be able to provide and pass that on forward. Getting back to writing my book and focusing on my acting career, new space in the house. Oh my gosh, I'm about to launch 2 new laughter yoga classes in Scotland. That sounds amazing. I love that. One of my favorite meditations is a laughter meditation where you just start laughing in the morning, like, ha, 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 ha. And it feels really uncomfortable and really awkward, but it's the perfect way to start, you know, raising your vibration and lifting your energy and getting in a peaceful and playful state of mind. My business has been taking off so much the last month. Things are looking up. Yay! Yes, I've been working on perfecting a multi-purpose topical cannabis balm. Leslie, send me a sample, girlfriend. I love it. Upcoming course in creating that you're launching. Good luck with that, Brianna. Soul retrieval in many ways, getting to know myself again and accepting all parts, only being a part of things that I love and believe in. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I have ran for the past 2 years. It'll be a 3rd year, her Body Positivity Confidence Week. Yay! Congratulations. That's awesome. It sounds like you are committed to that. If you're launching it on year 3, that's super, super exciting. This is the thing. When you get inspired by an idea, we have so many ideas and we're all super creative. But when you're wanting to turn it into a business, not all of your passions have to be for profit, right? I have so many passions that I don't make money on because I just enjoy doing it. Redecorating every space I ever walk into is one of them. That's a gift I give freely because I like to see beautiful things. So I think it's really important for you to know that not all of your passions have to be for profit, but if you are going to turn your passion into profit, if you are going to build a business around your service or your talents or your gifts, you have to know that you're going to be spending at least minimum 18 months in building it, getting that foundation set, getting it off the ground, marketing it. You're not going to have clients overnight. You're not going to be successful overnight. And if you are, high five, congratulations. Like, you are one of the lucky and the few, but don't think for 1 second, if you just put your business out there, tomorrow you're going to be a millionaire. It does not work that way. But when you pour your love and your passion and your excitement and creativity, and every day you wake up and you do small baby steps towards that goal, then it will become that foundation for you that builds that financial freedom, that passive income, whatever it may be that you're trying to create. And ultimately the spiritual fulfillment, because all of the other stuff, all of the worldly success measures are menial in compared to how wonderful it feels when you follow what lights you up, when you go after what your soul is excited about and passionate about, when you stand up for your beliefs and you start making changes. There's so many changes that need to be made on this planet, and we can contribute our talents and skills to doing that. And what's great about that is that, one, if we're talented at it and it's our skill, it's not hard for us and we enjoy doing it. We all love to give our gifts. I love to make things beautiful, whether it's your clothes, your hair, your heart, your room, I don't care. Like, making things beautiful is my thing. So what is your thing? What do you love to do? How can you contribute to make this world a better place? Some of your gifts may be profitable and some of them may just be for fun and for passion. And neither is right or wrong. It's just really important for you to know that if you're going to build a business off of your passion, you're going to have to stay committed for a period of time. It's not just like, oh, I'll do it for the month, and if it works, then okay, cool. And if it doesn't, then I'll just do something else or go back to corporate. Like, no, you're going to have to balance this and build it for, like I said, at least 18 months. Give yourself that time. All of those cards are high five, not moving just yet, still waiting for the right place. It will pop up for you, sister. And I can also see the shifts that you're making and sharing more behind the scenes and about your life and what's going on. It's just incredible to watch you open up and share your story. I love it. Okay, let me see what else you guys have for me. Getting serious about my gymnastics training, having some big competitions coming up. That is awesome. Gymnastics is like such an incredible sport. Talk about discipline and having the perfect flexibility paired with a balance of strength. Amazing. Preach. Yes, I know. Some love channeling because my whole body was like, ooh, I love this message. Can we get a recap? Of course you can get a recap. Okay, there's like a million cards for this week. So the Knight of Wands shows you going after, hold on, let me get all these cards. There were so many this week. The Knight of Wands shows you going after your goal and having that long-term vision and staying inspired by the action that you're taking, paired with the King of Pentacles, that whatever passion and energy that you're pouring into this project will prove to be successful, that you will come out on the other side. Okay, the other two that came up were the Moon Child and the Seven of Pentacles. And the Moon Child says that you are a magic maker, that you are here to reap all of those rewards that you've been working so hard on. The Seven of Pentacles shows patience, waiting for that harvest. It's not quite at the end of your chapter, but you're really close. And then the final card is the Six of Pentacles, saying that when you have an abundance, to make sure that you give, and when you're in a position of receiving, be grateful for it. All right, that's our recap. I want to know if you have any other questions. I've got some time. Leave your questions below. Can we get okay, I started my nail salon in 2017 and I'm finally seeing a profit in the last month. Congratulations, Linda. That's so amazing. You know, Chris gave me this really amazing piece of business advice 13 years ago when I started OMG Hairstyles. He said, if you take 50% of your profit and you invest it back into your business, you will grow an amazing foundation for success. And I did exactly that. I took 50% of anything that I made and I invested it into equipment. I invested it into marketing, into I mean, those really are the biggest. There's so many different ways. I invested into inventory. I found so many stylists were having issues with inventory and not ever having enough on supply because they don't have the money. They were just buying it per client. It just didn't make any sense. So if you take 50% of your profits and invest it back into your business, you'll grow incredibly strong, because you won't be in a position where you are depending on every single dollar that comes in. You build a discipline in the beginning to know that 50% goes back into the business. And when you do that, you never limit yourself from growing, because if you're just taking all the money and spending it on shoes and not spending it in advertising or growing the business, then it's not going to snowball. And once that snowball effect kicks in, you can change the way that you take your profits. You don't have to now invest 50% back into growing. Now you're going to take 40% out and put it into taxes, okay? Oh, I think that you're amazing and just wanted to tell you thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. You are amazing. I showed up late to the game. Well, you can always catch the recap. It's my 30th birthday. Can't wait to rewatch this. Oh my gosh, happy birthday. What is today? April 20-something, 24th. Oh, I went to school. My kindergarten best friend, or my best friend from elementary school, today's her birthday as well. Teaching play-based learning classes to children, releasing old jobs, and starting my demos for my album this weekend. That's incredible. That resonates with me a lot. So wise, proud of you. You guys are awesome. I think that is such a good idea. It really, I mean, game changer. Thank you so much, Julia. You guys are awesome. I'm trying to keep up with all of your comments here on Instagram and Facebook. I came across your YouTube, loving your wise words and bright heart. Oh, yay. Thank you so much, Amy. And it's good to know YouTube is working. I've been uploading some more YouTube videos. Last night, I uploaded one on how to determine the difference between your ego versus your soul when she's speaking to you. That way you have clarity. You're not acting out of fear, but you're acting out of your own truth. Okay, any specific questions that you guys have for me before we close up? I've got a tarot reading, a private reading after this at like 4 o'clock, so I've got a little bit more time. And I'm just loving your vibes today. So I'd love to hang out with you. Thank you so much for tuning in every Wednesday. If you know a soul sister who would love this message, then please tag them below, share this video. I really appreciate all of the good karma that you guys spread by sharing these videos and tuning in. It's been years now that I've been showing up every week live to deliver these messages and to inspire you and empower you to go after your dreams and to turn your fear into the fuel that helps you live your life with purpose and passion. I just started Tarot. What's the best formation to get started? If you're talking about spreads, I actually have a free PDF that shows my 3 favorite spreads to get started with. If you go to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot-freebie, I know that's might be confusing, but brittanycarmichael.com/tarot-freebie. You can find it on my blog as well, but I have a free PDF guidebook to help you get started. One of my favorite spreads is just the 1-card spread, to keep it simple. If you are just getting started, you do not need to overwhelm yourself. 1 card a day, and that is enough until you go through, like, I mean, again, if you're going to commit to anything, you've got to commit for at least 18 months, right? And it's the same with learning Tarot. It doesn't happen overnight. It's just going to take time. So 1 card at a time. Don't feel like you have to rush. Don't feel like you have to go through and read all the meanings and know every single thing and have it all memorized. Like, let it happen and unfold 1 day at a time, so that if you pull the King of Pentacles, you know exactly what that means. You're not trying to figure out all the suits and all the meanings. So 1 card at a time. That is my recommendation. That way you don't overwhelm yourself. Any advice for moving through your Saturn return and coming out the other side? Yes, just trust. I mean, Saturn is all about transitioning and the shadowy side of ourselves. So know that whatever you're going through right now is part of the process and part of what you're going to be teaching. It's going to be part of your wisdom that you share with the world. So just trust. My alarm is coming up for my Tarot reading. Hold on. And she sent me a message. It's so crazy, running a business and being online, all the things going on. Happy birthday. You guys are awesome. I'm bringing back youthful energy and wonder. Tina, that's incredible. Love that video. Watch this morning. Thank you, Bonnie. I love it. As always, so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the reading. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love it. I love being able to share with you. I love being able to see you grow and to see you face your fears and to go after your dreams and to build your businesses and to create success out of it and to be able to retire your partner or go on that trip that you've been dreaming of or put your kid, you know, in private school or do whatever it is that you've wanted to do for yourself because you made a choice. And that is my wish for all of you, is that you realize that you have a choice, that the life that you're living, yes, you can't control everything, but you do have a choice to make some changes. So if you're not happy in any area of your life, challenge yourself to question it and to tell yourself the truth and say, you know what, I'm not happy with my weight, or I'm not happy in this relationship, or I'm unfulfilled on a deep soul level in the job that I'm going after, or I don't like this hair color anymore, I need to get to the hair salon. Whatever it is that you need or want to change in your life, give yourself permission to be the boss of your own life. And know that there's no one coming to save you. It's just you. So you can either choose to build the life that feels right for you, or you can choose to let someone else decide the life that you're going to live. Thank you, B. Love you. Yes, you're so welcome. Hey, Dalty. Oh my gosh, I love seeing you guys. Also, to all of my Shine School alumni and the new babes that just joined Shine School, I want to hear your progress. I want to know where you're at in going back through Shine School on Module 1, where you're creating self-care rituals. Have you created the space that you need so that you can connect with yourself every single day? For me, my self-care ritual that I do not skip no matter what, I don't care if I'm on vacation, I don't care if the house is burning down, I am not going to skip it. I sit down with my journal and my tea every morning and pull a tarot card and ask, what good can I do today? What do I need to know? How do I, how do I need to show up today? And I just take time to sit in quiet meditation and to receive the guidance I need for that moment. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm not worried about next year. And I'm not thinking about yesterday. All I can do is make those changes in the now, in the present. And so I ask myself every morning, like the morning, if you win the morning, you win the day. That's something Chris and I will be teaching next month in the masterclass inside the Elevated Life Monthly Membership Club. So if you're someone who struggles with routines or is resistant to the idea of routines, because hey, day. I'm all about spontaneity. But if you don't have a powerful morning routine, then you aren't setting yourself up for success throughout the day, so that you can balance taking care of yourself and building a successful business, or just being in business, or running your life, or whatever it is that you're managing. You might not realize it, but there are habits ruling your life. And if you're not aware of them, then you're not able to make those changes. So if you're someone who struggles with habits and needs a better routine to get their day started, or even the things that you aren't supposed to be doing at night, we're going to give you an amazing 8-step nighttime routine. So if you're someone who wants to learn the success habits of, not only Chris and I, but the same habits that other successful and spiritual people use in their daily life, then you definitely want to join next month's masterclass, Inside the Elevated Life. All right, what else do you guys have for me? I look forward to all of your videos. Thank you for your time and energy you put into all you do for us. Thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate it. I can't help but call you your name. I'm sorry. It's been great watching you and Chris grow. Oh, thank you so much, Tina. It is incredible. I just posted a ton of old pictures on my Instagram stories of Chris and I, and it's just amazing to see what inspired us in the beginning and what keeps us motivated and going now, and how it hasn't changed. The same has always been true. We've always wanted to share information and wisdom to help other people reclaim their own personal power, to know that there's no one outside of themselves that has the answer. So if we can at least be someone, while you're still looking outside of yourself for the answer, we would at least like to be that teacher for you, so that you look within and trust yourself. It's about trusting your intuition and knowing that you have all the answers you need. Okay, I have a temporary spot while I finish up my permanent spot. Yay for your sacred space. And I did my strengths and weaknesses this morning. Oh, I love it. Bonnie, I'd love for you to share what, and all of you Shine Schoolers, I'd love for you to share in the group, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? I think it would be a really powerful exercise for you to share that among the group and see how other people view themselves as strengths and weaknesses. Because you may think that maybe one of my weaknesses could be one of your strengths. You never know. It's all about perception. I'm so resistant to my workout routine, but getting back into it, that's my morning routine that makes me feel amazing. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, I need to hop off of here. I've got, like I said, a tarot reading after this, so I want to make sure that I have plenty of time to set up and create sacred space to be able to read for her. So if you would like a private reading one-on-one with me, you can go to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot and learn more about how I can help to empower you to find your own intuition, your own inner strength, and your own permission to live the life that you want to live. I love empowering people to go after their dreams, and it's so beautiful to watch. Someone asked me today on Q&A, or yesterday on Q&A Tuesday, if we have children. I was like, no, I'm a mother to the world, because I love watching others, whether you're older or younger than me, it doesn't matter. I love watching you find that fear that has been holding you back for so long and look at it with a different perspective, because with me on your side, it's so much easier to look at fear and laugh at it in the face and go, oh, wow, this is where this came from. Oh, that's nothing. Now I can use it to propel me forward and go after my purpose, because most of the time the fears that hold us back are the exact message that we're meant to share. Oh, gosh. Well, such a beautiful day, such a beautiful reading. I am out. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you love this message, please tag a soul sister or share it below. I am so thankful that you guys show up every Wednesday here on Woo Woo Wednesday. If you'd like a private reading, be sure to check out my website by going to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot. And I will see you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series with my hubby Chris, where we teach you those simple mindset shifts that create radical transformation in your life. See you. Peace.